We have some more transfer news to discuss in today's video, as deal is imminent. We will go over this in today's video whilst going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Celtic have officially kicked off their pre-season. The club released behind-the-scenes footage from the first day back, giving fans a closer look at the players' return to action. One of the standout moments was Luke McCowan arriving first at the training ground. It was a small detail, but one that showed intent and eagerness from the midfielder to make his mark in his second season under Brendan Rodgers. His early arrival didn't go unnoticed and set a strong tone for the rest of the group. Celtic's second signing of the summer, Ross Doohan, also made his return to Lennox Town. This is the goalkeeper's first day back since his move to Tranmere Rovers in 2022. The former Celtic Academy player was spotted reuniting with Callum McGregor as they worked in the gym. Celtic centre-back Gustav Lagerbielke was also spotted in the footage, making his return to Lennox Town. However, this return could likely be a short one, with reports suggesting that the Swedish defender is close to a move away from the club. There were also light touches of ball work too, with passing drills and early shape work giving a glimpse of what's to come. It wasn't overly intense, but there was a clear purpose to every session. Rodgers appears to be pacing things wisely while keeping the standards high in preparation for the upcoming Champions League playoffs. Now for the main story. Transfer talks between Celtic and Portuguese side SC Braga are heating up over defender Gustav Lagerbielke, with an official €2 million offer now on the table. According to reports this week, Braga have submitted a formal proposal and negotiations are ongoing, while the Swedish centre-back is reportedly open to the move. Portuguese outlet Abola claims talks are well underway and that Lagerbielke will be offered a 3 to 4 year deal, a long-term contract that would give the 25-year-old some much-needed stability. Lagerbielke joined Celtic in the summer of 2023 in a £3 million deal from Elfsborg, but the move hasn't worked out. Despite being a Brendan Rodgers signing, he quickly fell down the pecking order and was eventually loaned to FC Twente, where he got regular game time. Back at Celtic, he remains behind the likes of Carter Vickers, Trusty and Scales in the pecking order. For Celtic, offloading a fringe player could free up wages and make it much easier to further strengthen the squad elsewhere. The defender is understood to be keen on the Braga switch, knowing he needs a fresh start. With a strong offer on the table and his place at Celtic uncertain, the timing feels right. In other news, the pursuit by Celtic for Matthias Kisgard has been a long and tumultuous one, and Brøndby director Benjamin Schmeides has only muddied the waters further. Celtic have been targeting a wide variety of players throughout the winter and summer transfer windows over the course of the last 6 months. They have landed a few, while some have eluded them, and one of the most notable in the latter category is Brøndby striker Matthias Kisgard, for whom the Hoops made an offer in the winter, but it was ultimately rejected by the Danish club. Their interest in the player goes back years. He is an outstanding talent and someone many clubs have shown interest in, but Brøndby have stood strong against any offers, wanting full value for the talent before considering any transfer move for him. This has led to a long and drawn-out process of offer, denial, repeat across many different clubs, and unfortunately is not really moving anywhere as of late. This has led to somewhat of a quiet period where not much news has come out about the situation and the player has just remained diligent in his training. The good news is that the director of professional football from Brøndby, Benjamin Schmeides, spoke out about the situation recently, but the bad news is that it only created less clarity for the process of a transfer. In a recent discussion, Schmeides would state the following in regards to Kisgard and any potential transfer deal on the horizon. He said this: "It doesn't surprise me that there is great interest in him from many teams, but I can't say that he is close to being sold or that he is far from being sold either. That's because it is an ongoing process, and the most important thing is that we are very transparent in our dialogue with each other," he concluded. This is one of the most unclear updates provided during this whole saga, as it goes basically nowhere and just fuels the uncertainty surrounding the striker. The notion that there is interest from many teams is a negative for sure, as the transfer fee is only going to increase the longer things go on, especially with other clubs involved. It is good that there is transparency in dialogue, and that Schmeides has not just shut the door on a potential transfer altogether, as this at least leaves the opportunity available for Celtic if they wish to pursue things further. While it does not exactly provide a nice and positive feeling that the Hoops are definitely the favourites or anything of that nature, it does have some good notions that there is still a chance if they can fork up the transfer amount. In other news, Celtic have reportedly reached an agreement to sign Hayato Inamura. Inamura currently plays for Albirex Niigata in the J-League. He has played 16 matches for the club this season, scoring his first senior goal last weekend in a 3-2 loss to Avispa Fukuoka. It has been revealed that Celtic's interest in the player earlier in the month, and now, according to Japanese outlet Sponichi, the club have reached an agreement to sign the player. He will play his last game for Niigata today against Machida Zelvia in the J-League. After that, it is said that he will travel to Glasgow to undergo a medical, with an official announcement of his signing expected next week. The left-sided defender has just over a year of professional football under his belt. He will be Celtic's fourth summer arrival, following on from Kieran Tierney, Ross Doohan and Benjamin Nygren. It remains to be seen how he will fare at the club. Inamura's rapid rise is an intriguing storyline. Unlike many overseas signings, he brings just over a year of professional experience, but notably, he followed a similar path to Hatate. He graduated via the university system in Japan before making the J-League step up, a route that served Rio Hatate well ahead of his Celtic success. This marks Celtic's first move back into the Japanese market since Ange Postecoglou's departure. Under Brendan Rodgers, the club hadn't ventured into Japan for talent until now. With Inamura potentially signing, the boys signal both Rodgers' openness to fresh markets. Timing is key. The Celtic squad returned to training late last week and will test their sharpness in a pre-season opener at Queen's Park this Friday. Inamura's arrival could coincidentally line up with that match, but even if he does come in early this week, we wouldn't expect him to see him straight away. At just over a year into pro football, he's untested at top-flight European level, but that low-risk, high-upside profile aligns with Celtic's recent recruitment philosophy. It will be interesting to see where he fits in the current squad in the pecking order. Lastly, Lewis Kapaldi made a surprise comeback to Glastonbury this year, delivering a brief but powerful performance on the pyramid stage. The moment marked his first major return since a difficult 2023 appearance when he struggled with his Tourette's and took an extended break for his well-being. Fans and celebs alike praised his triumphant return, but eagle-eyed followers watching on BBC iPlayer picked up on a subtle Celtic clue. Kapaldi used guitar picks sporting the club's iconic green four-leaf clover, a nod to the Hoops spotted during close-ups on stage. It wasn't highlighted in announcements, but clearly intentional, just enough to let his fellow Celtic fans know. Lewis Kapaldi has always been open about his love for Celtic, often sporting Celtic gear. Beyond the symbolism, Capaldi's set showcased emotion and strength. He opened with Before You Go, introduced new single Survive about his recent health challenges, and closed with a heartfelt take on his mega hit Someone You Loved. He even joked about feeling the emotions during his return. I'm not going to say much up here or I'll start crying. It was a powerful moment from a performer still clearly working through his own challenges, but never forgetting his affiliation with Glasgow's green and white. The Celtic plectrums were a quiet reminder that no matter the size of the stage, Kapaldi still carries his love of Celtic with him. What are your thoughts on these? Let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content.